Hello, fellow translators and fellow freelancers, all of you, because this video actually pertains to all types of freelancers, entrepreneurs, and people starting off in a new business, basically freelancers and entrepreneurs. And that is about being an imposter. More precisely, it discusses imposter syndrome, why it's a good thing, why you should strive for it, why you should want to have imposter syndrome when you're first starting out. And so let's get into this. So first of all, what is imposter syndrome? Imposter syndrome is when you feel like an imposter. And it's usually used in the context of when you're starting off something as a freelancer, as an entrepreneur, or as a startup, and you're entering a new field, you're starting a new business, starting a new endeavor, and you feel like you're telling your clients, oh, I'm a professional, I can handle this, I can do this, but you're thinking to yourself, I hope I can do this, I don't know. And you feel sort of like an imposter, like you're acting like you are a business person in charge of what they're doing and capable, but you have all sorts of doubts inside you. And so you find articles, you find things on overcoming imposter syndrome and how to get over it and how to not have it anymore and stuff like that. And what I want to say is actually you should embrace that feeling and you should strive to have that feeling. Why? Because it means you're breaking new ground and because it means that you are doing new things. And especially when you're first starting out, you're going to have this. And I've seen way too many people delay starting off because they're like, I'm not ready yet. I want to wait until everything's in place and everything's ready and I'm ready, et cetera, et cetera. Basically, they want to start without imposter syndrome. They want to start when, okay, I'm very secure in what I'm doing. I'm very sure about what I'm doing. So now I can get started. And I'm here to tell you, don't do that. You should be feeling like an imposter when you're first starting out. It's a good thing. Not too much, okay? I don't want you to waltz in and pretend you're a doctor and start doing surgery right away if you're not. But you should be pushing yourself. And even if you feel a bit insecure, have faith that you can figure things out as you go along. And because look, if you're setting up a new business and you're starting off for yourself, there's no set of rules that will guarantee success. That's the thing about business. It's not like in school when you're studying for a test and as long as you memorize pages 93 to 95, you'll ace the test. No, that's not how it works. You could follow all the steps Mark Zuckerberg take to set up Facebook and you're still not going to create Facebook, for several reasons. First of all, Facebook exists. He's already done it. You can't just do the same thing he did. Second of all, we live in a different time and place. Third of all, luck has so much to do with what everyone's doing, at least 50%. That's what, people like to say, that it's at least 50% luck. So you really never know. And there's both good luck and bad. And so you really never know how things will work out. So if anyone ever says, follow these steps and I can guarantee success, they're lying to you. And so don't do that. But there are definitely steps you can take that make it more probable, that can increase the probability of success. And quite frankly, I think this is one of them. Embracing this imposter syndrome and feeling that you're an imposter makes sure that you're breaking new grounds, and you might surprise yourself because it might succeed. And every single person out there who's a translator, who's a freelancer, who's become an entrepreneur, who's done something for themselves, has had this and has succeeded. Has been sort of surprised by that. Has tried something new, has said, I can do this. Yes, definitely I can do this. And they're like, I think I can do this. I think. And then they could do it. And then they're like, I did it. I got paid for it. The client's happy. I'm happy. Wow, this worked. And this is such a cool feeling, by the way, especially when you first start doing it. And but yeah, that's why that imposter syndrome that you feel at the beginning, that insecurity, you should learn to embrace it. Not too much of it. Once again, don't start veering off into things you shouldn't be veering off into. But a bit of it is really good, and it really pushes you to move forward. And so that's why I say, when you start feeling that insecurity, when you start having that imposter syndrome, being like, I'm not the person that I'm that I'm portraying, that the client thinks I am, before you kind of back out and get too scared, stop yourself. Be like, wait a minute, maybe I am that person. Let's see if I really am, because there's no reason that I can't be, and then go for it. And yeah, that's a piece of advice that I think is very useful for freelancers, for entrepreneurs, and for people first starting out. And it was very useful for me, and I've seen it be very useful for other people. And so, yeah, actually what I'd like to do is hear from you guys, your stories about any imposter syndrome you might have felt when first starting out, and maybe how you overcame it, and how it affected you in various different ways. I'd be curious to hear that. And otherwise, that's pretty much it. And I'll talk to you next time. Okay, thanks. Bye. Savidum.